This is Steph Schrader with Jalopnik, and I'm going to drive this and hopefully not die.
Hi, I'm Loïc Duval. I'm racing for Friday the Future Dragon Racing in Formula E. Come in the garage, I will show you the car. The engine is over there, the batteries, with the gearbox at the back. Some teams that they have only one gear, for example, we have 2 gears. So here's our gearbox. Let's say that most of the time we use only one in the race, except probably here in Mexico, because we have a really long straight line, so we're gonna use 2 gears. Carbon brakes, really efficient, works at quite high temperature. Here you have the steering. The one on the left here is to downshift, and the one on the right here is to upshift. There is 6 pedals overall. Those 2 up there is just to do some setup with the engine. The one at the bottom, it's to use the regen that we have available with the car. Then the switches, so basically rotaries for the engine, the map, you know, we use 2 kind of power and maps during the weekend. Normal switches like on every race car, pit speed limiter, lap minus and plus, that's depend of our strategy. When we change the lap position, basically, we know what's the energy target per lap that we have to achieve. Both, you know, WEC and Formula E, you don't have enough power available to be flat out the whole lap long. So you have to find situation and position around the track where is the best way not to use the power and where is the best way to regen also. The garage is separated in 2. We have 2 cars per driver in Formula E. Here are the screens for the engineers during the race and the practice. They have all the information from the race, and also here they have all the radio switches, so they can speak to me what the craziest things they've ever said. I think it was slowed down. That big thing is to recharge the batteries, you know, when they are empty after the practice. Each side of the garage has one of them. But we have 2 cars, so it's also in terms of organization really important, you know, to make sure that the right car is charged at the right time.
Duval made it sound easy enough if you had ample seat time in something like a Le Mans prototype, which I did not. I'm not going to lie, they put me in the car first for the day, and I was a little worried that I would break it. This was Formula E's show car after all, complete with a 5-gear transmission and a 0 to 60 time of only around 3 seconds. Because Formula E races on street courses, even when they use part of an F1 circuit, like at their Mexico City E-Prix, walls are often close, and I didn't want to hit any of them. This thing is a little rocket ship with immediate speed that I was sure I would do something stupid with. Once I got to the main straight, I wanted to see what this car could do. Only, I didn't brake enough at the end of the straight, had to turn around in the runoff area, which was a little embarrassing. By the second lap, I was starting to feel more comfortable with the car. I still gave apexes where there was a wall a wider berth than I probably should have, but I really didn't want to bend the car. I got back to the straightaway and it was on. That corner at the end of the straight was my nemesis. The brakes didn't have that easier to modulate, hydraulically assisted pedal that a normal road car has, so you just really had to press as hard as you could in order just to make them work. At the end of the straight going into the turn, I pressed just a little too hard and locked up the wheels. But I made the turn this time. By the 3rd lap, I was starting to get a feel for the car. I started to push it a bit more, carry more speed, and find ways to get faster. Holy crap, these cars are fun. When asked if I enjoyed myself, I didn't have a verbal response. I just answered back with maniacal laughter. The future may bring us more electric cars, and that's okay. When they're done well like the Formula E car, they're so much fun to drive.